The help wanted sign here at the White House just might have an asterisk directing applicants to the president's Twitter feed, where he tried to humiliate a former top official who held one of the biggest jobs in the world. A couple of key vacancies here are being filled as the administration approaches the halfway point of Mr. Trump's term.
It's a great group around this table.
New today, a change to the Trump team coming at the famed Army-Navy football game.
I can give you a little hint. It will have to do with the Joint Chiefs of Staff and succession.
Defense officials say the president wants General Mark Milley to become chairman next year. But the more urgent pressure surrounds General John Kelly. The president ignored questions about his chief of staff Friday, but 4 sources tell NBC News that Kelly could be gone in days. Trade advisor Peter Navarro called the speculation unfair.
I don't believe that until I see it. We've seen this reporting every day since he got there.
But President Trump's search for new blood comes as he stirred up bad blood after former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson talked about their clashes.
Mr. President, I understand what you want to do, but you can't do it that way.
Mr. Trump tweeted insults Friday. Rex Tillerson was dumb as a rock. He was lazy as hell. The president making an unconventional pick for a high-profile diplomatic post, UN ambassador.
Heather Nauert, somebody that we know very well, who's done a great job at as working with Mike Pompeo.
The spokeswoman for the State Department came from Fox News last year with no prior government experience. And following a week-long televised farewell to George Bush, President Trump chose to nominate a Bush attorney general to be his own man at the Justice Department.
William Barr to take the helm as our new attorney general. Is an outstanding man.
And as Senate Democrats will soon get their say, they will be challenging both of these nominees in the confirmation process. Nauert on her qualifications, and Barr expect Democrats to certainly press him about his views on expansive presidential power and the Mueller investigation. Chanel?
All right, Kelly O'Donnell at the White House. Thank you.